would you say that that's kind of maybe a model that churches could follow, to go to Christian-owned businesses and ask to use their spaces?
Yeah, I had talked to Jeff actually about this. You know, the thought idea that I had even was, opening up a coffee shop and using that to be the front door for a church.
Mm-hmm.
And there's I don't know, you have to do coffee really well in order to make a living at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that
Unless
that's
you're
the most.
Starbucks, then you just have to have a good marketing plan.
Yes, yeah,
I like it. I mean, I'm not a sophisticated man myself, Kyle,
yeah.
but I like Starbucks.
Your tattoos say that. Yes, you're not very
Yeah.
sophisticated.
Do you have tattoos? You have to have tattoos if you want to plant a church. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Here we go.
I got tattoos. I'm
All
cool.
right. Christian ones or?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just a portrait of Jesus.
Even I have one.
Do you?
And me.
Oh wow. Yours
I know.
kind of looks like mine.
I know.
Jeff.
I
have
was
an
noticing
L.
that
You
last
guys
time
are
we were
married.
together.
You have an L. Yeah. Wait, what's your wife's name?
Teresa Love. This is a TL.
Oh,
Yes.
TL.
Sure.
Mine's Lynn. So it's not the same person. Good.
No,
Just checking.
we are not that way in Calvary Chapel.
This episode will never air.
We put the cult in Cultivate, I'm editing
I'm-
that out. That's going out.
Yeah. I was like, this is my first and only podcast I've ever done, and it's not even going to air anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Kyle's like, so when's that podcast coming out? Oh man,
We scrapped it.
it's not.
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
No, but I do think that's an avenue that church planters can take, and for me personally, it's about relationships. Other than, there's a lot of Christians in the world, as we know, but not necessarily following Jesus. And so, just because a business is a Christian-owned business doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the best place for you to plant your church. I think it's relationally staying connected in your community, and those doors will open. God will open those doors where He wants you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a good word. Jeff, what do you think? I think it was you that was kind of telling me about this coffee shop idea, because, we planted a church up in Bellingham, Washington, and they have really good coffee up there. I think even you would approve of it, Kyle.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
pretty good. But there was a Christian-owned coffee business there called Woods. It turned into a chain and got pretty popular, but they would let churches and like young adult ministries and stuff, after the coffee shop closed, they would let them come in and use it after hours and stuff. So I think it's cool, because everybody knows about the coffee places, especially if they're good.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's something that a person should prayerfully consider, because of the positive parts are that you're adding to the community, and I think this is something that Christians really need to think about, or church planners need to think about, is how can we have an impact in our community? Conceivably, owning a coffee shop would not only be a meeting place for people to meet during the week and to have social type things getting together, but it's also an opportunity to bring unbelievers to, to sit down, have a cup of coffee, share the faith. I would even go as far as to say, if you own the coffee shop, to employ non-believers, in a sense of, hey, you know what, we are not here just to share the gospel, but we are here to add to the community, a place to where we can be a channel of God's grace to the community. So I think it's something to really consider. And some of the coffee shops that I've been into are larger. This is not a new concept. I've learned of this back in India about 5 or 6 years ago. This was kind of a thing that was moving forward. I don't know that it's ever taken flight, but it's certainly something to think about as it's.
Are you talking about the shops in India hosting church services, or?
Yes. So in India, it is very difficult to lease or to buy any type of property. And then there's government restrictions. So if you get a space in a mall, like a coffee shop in a mall, you are free to do whatever you want within that space.
Okay.
So that's kind of the idea. And I know there's a nonprofit that is doing that sort of thing now. I can't remember the name of it, but they were doing a really good job with it.